Hey fashion lovers, welcome to my channel. Today it is this two-piece by Total Ninja Women. All right, now this is a crop top with trouser. All right, palazzo trouser. You can see the dress, it is looking really beautiful. The waist is elastic and it has side pockets. So let's move to the cutting table. Now this is the fabric I'll be using for this particular two-piece. All right, but first we'll have to use our pattern paper to cut. All right, then place it on the fabric and cut. All right, so for this two-piece, this is the fabric I'll be using for the top and the trouser. All right, so this is Ankara. All right, just like the video you saw earlier, they use Ankara, so I'm using Ankara. You can actually use Ankara, you can use crepe at the same time to achieve this. So this is my calculation. Shoulder 16 divided by 2. I added 1. If you look at the dress, the top of it is what we are cutting in this video. If you look at the dress, it is free. All right, so I extended the shoulder by 1 inch. All right, so that gives me 9. Bust 36 plus 6, waist 28 plus 6, hip 46, 40 plus 6. What is the 6 all about? Ease, freeness. If you look at that video, dress, the top is free, so our top needs to be free. So freeness is why we are having this. Okay, so for it to be free, that is why we added 6 6 to it. Your ease can be up to 5 6, whichever one you want is your choice, but for me 6 is perfectly okay. But if you think 5 or 4 is okay, let me know in the comment section. All right, so when you sum it, you divide it by 4. Whatever it gives you, you add your sewing allowance. Yes, now you can see my sewing allowance is 2, my blouse length is 20 plus 2, my sleeve length is 10. Let's go to the pattern paper. Now this is my pattern paper. It has to be folded into 2. You can see it is folded into 2. All right, now once you fold your fabric into 2, majority of all our clothes is folded into 2. All right, so or into 4 at most. At the end you get 4 anyway, because we fold our fabric into 4. That is why we divide by 4. So having folded my first fabric into 4, the first thing I need to do is to cross check. Will it give me the total? The highest measurement is my bust. My bust is what I need most in the whole calculation there. So it is 12.5, and this paper gives me 12.5. So once I've gotten what I need, the next thing I need to do is mark my shoulder. That is my shoulder. According to the calculation, we added 1 inch, so you mark your shoulder. All right, now the next thing is my armhole depth. Looking at this dress is free. What will you use as your armhole depth? You can use 8, you can use 9, but for the cost of this video, I am using 8.5. all right, now the next thing I will be marking is my blouse length. Yes, now what is my blouse length? Remember, it is crop, but it has to be covered. Okay, so for this measurement, my blouse length is 20, so it will be properly covered. All right, so this is 20. Now these are the lines that is need. The 3 measurements needed. First is your shoulder, your armhole depth, which is where you mark your bust, then and your blouse length, which will take to be our waist. All right, now having indicated this measurement, the next thing is right at the armhole depth, this is my shoulder. All right, now this is my bust, and this is my waist. Okay, which I didn't use the half length, I just marked the blouse length because it's a crop top. All right, now at that bust, equally mark the same thing you marked on the shoulder, which is your shoulder. Then you use your rule and connect. What are we trying to do? We're trying to get the curved armhole. All right, that is what we're trying to do here. So you use your rule and connect it. Once it's connected, what next? Our measurement. Get your French curve. If you're going for freehand, whichever one, place it very well and curve your armhole. This is how I like my front armhole. Your front armhole need to go in a little bit by half inches, while the back will not be going in. So we are treating the front first, therefore it has to go in a little bit, okay? So having marked, the next thing is I'll start marking my measurement. My bust measurement is what I'm marking. The waist hip is not necessary, all right? Now, it will be necessary when marking for the trouser. The same thing you marked for the bust is what you mark on the waistline. Please hear me very well. What you marked on your bust, if your bust is 12, go down and mark 12, okay? Why is it that way? This is a crop top that is free. If you look at it, it was as if it is hanging a little bit, or it is the tummy itself is very spaced, okay? So because the bust was used, the bust measurement was used all through. It wasn't on the waist part of it, it wasn't shaped, okay? It wasn't shaping or curvy. It was just standing, because it was the bust measurement all through. So if your bust is 12 and a half, your waist should be 12 and a half. Then let's move to the neck width. This is the neck width. Now, looking at this dress, what do you think should be the neck width? Is it 4? Is it 3.5? Let me know on the comment section. Bear in mind, there is no zip on this dress. There is no button on this dress. So you have to consider how to be able to wear this dress when doing that, okay? So once you indicate your neck width, you mark the point where you slant your shoulder by 1 inch. Now, what is the neck depth for your V? Can it be 6? Is it 6.5, 7? Let me know on the comment section which one will fit perfectly, all right, if it is for you. But for me, I just marked 6.5, okay? That is 6.5 that I marked. So I will be connecting the different of them, whichever one you think is okay. Let me know on the comment section. So I just connected 3.5 neck width to 6.5. This is 4 to 6.5. Which one is better? Remember, there is no zip, there is no button, and you have to wear it from your head, okay? So this is my shoulder slant that I just did. All right, this is it. Now what next here is to cut. Yes, now you cut through. This is our front. I'm starting from the down. Now for the finishing of this dress, let me say this, the best proper way to do this is facing. But if you decide to do lining, full lining is your choice, it will still fit in. But facing goes better because it is Ankara and the fabric has weight, okay? But if you decide to go with full lining, it is your choice. These are the two ways you can actually finish this dress perfectly well, please. All right, so having curved my armhole, our front pattern is ready. Yes, our front pattern is ready. Okay, now next thing, guys, we need to cut the back. Just like I folded into 2 for the front, this is my back pattern, is equally folded into 2. All right, now there is no zip, therefore you not consider zip allowance. Just place it accurately. If you're to hold it down, hold it down. Remember, when it comes to neck width, they are the same front and back when it comes to neck width. So I just connected the line straight. I already know. Now for my neck depth for the back, I'll be using 2 inches for my neck depth for the back. Remember, the neck width for all your front and back pattern is the same, which is either 3.5 or 4, whichever you use should be the same. Then your neck width, neck depth can differ. Now you see I'm increasing the armhole. That 1/2 inches I took in, when marking the armhole, that is what I just extended a little bit, okay, with the chalk there, with the marker. Now, remember my depth is 2 inches, then you cut. Okay, every other thing should be the same. The only difference is your neck depth and your armhole. Remember the front goes in a little bit, but the back does not. So I just brought out that part that does not go in. I just brought out 1/2 inches off, all right at the armhole. So you can see that. Then you curve. You can see how I'm curving. I didn't curve. I didn't cut actually at the front pattern. I gave it space because this is my back pattern I'm trying to cut. Okay. Now, having done this, the next thing is to shift this up. I held it down with sellotape so I don't make mistake. I've already known where my neck width is, and it is 4 inches. Okay, so what I need to do right now is place my French curve in a proper way and curve the back neck depth. Remember, it is 2 inches neck depth, neck width the same. When you place it very well, you curve. All right. Now, having curved it, the next thing is get your scissors and cut. Yeah, that is it. This is my front and this is my back. So guys, if you have any question, please drop it on the comment section. If you are still watching this video, please make sure to like. All right, like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. All right, let's go. So the first thing, this is my fabric I need to fold. And remember, my highest measurement for the bust is 12.5. Therefore, whatever I'm folding has to be either 13, 14. Okay, so I folded. This is the fabric I'll be using, and let's open it up. You can see this is the V. All right, this is the V. You place it, bring it close to the fabric. The fabric is folded into 2, the paper is folded into 2. We are cutting the front pattern first. Yes. All right, this is it. Then you pin. You either pin or you use something and hold it down before cutting. All right. Now, having done with the cutting of the front, what next? We have to cut the back. Okay, we have to cut the back pattern. So this is my back pattern. All right, for us to cut it the same way you did the cutting of the front, you place it very well for the pattern the back. Make sure it is well placed, close to the folded part. Okay, then you get your scissors and cut. Now remember, like I said earlier, pin it down or get something to hold it down before you start cutting. Okay, and what next? Just cut closely and maybe a little bit space. Now, having done with the front and back pattern, what is next is our sleeve. Our sleeve is what is next. Okay, now for our sleeve, let's start with the calculation. My armhole depth I use for this dress is 8.5. Remember, what I'll do is add 2 to it, which gives me 10. Between 2 to, sorry, 10, not 9. Between 2 to 3 inches, that is what you can add to your allowance. All right, then the sleeve length is 10. If the sleeve length is 10, I'll have to consider the folding allowance. So I added 2, that is 12. So let's check the pattern I have, that is 12. What is the width? The width is 12 too. So this is 12 by 12. But for the course of this video, I will have to use the measurement to mark. So that is what I marked now is my 10. Okay, that is what I marked. The calculation I got from the armhole is what I marked now. All right. The calculation I got from the armhole, which is 10, I miscalculated it. It should be 10.5, okay, not 9. Then this part is 12. That is the sleeve length and the folding allowance. You know, because is the dress does not have lining, the folding on this, that is the hemming, has to be thick folding. So from the beginning you measure 4.5. That is what I mark. Get your rule, slant it. Now this is the easiest way you curve your armhole. The easiest way you curve your armhole. All right. Now once you've slanted it this way from the tip to the 4.5, measure it and get the middle. Now this is 11.5. Therefore the middle should be 5.75, which is what I just marked. Then you come above this part, measure half inches. Come down here, half inches. Indicate where the half inches are. All right. Once you've done it, get your French curve. Place it this way. You see what I'm doing? You curve and join, meet at the center. You turn your French curve the other way around. You curve. This is it. All right. This is the easiest way to go about your armhole, your sleeve. Now what next is our round sleeve? Our round sleeve is 12 divided by 2 gives us 6 plus 1.5 inches sewing allowance or hemming, folding, whichever one you mark it. So I just marked 7.5. You connect it from the 4.5 and slant it. So this is our sleeve. All right, this is how our sleeve will be. Now guys, this is the video for the top. All right, and watch out for the part 2 for the palazzo trouser. This is for our top. The palazzo trouser will be up soon. Okay, watch out for the part 2. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. At times I go live when sewing these fabrics, when sewing these clothes. So if it is what you're interested in, make sure you give me a follow, subscribe to the channel. So when I go live, you will be notified immediately. Okay, so this is for our sleeve.